I love revolutions. I love innovations. And one story that I'm so fascinated about is the story of Che Guevara. And the thing that I like about the story of Che Guevara is that he was awakened because of his trip going to South America. He rode it in his motorcycle, went around, and he embraced the problems of South America. Then he embraced revolution and became a friend of Fidel Castro. And that story of, what do you call that? The story of Che is something that I really embrace, primarily because of the idea of change, the idea and the passion of innovation. The other person I also admire a lot, which Norlene also and I share a lot, is Steve Jobs. I love the story of Steve Jobs, particularly two parts of his life, of how he was, what do you call that, a free-spirited person. And his story that he went to India to discover himself. And the second part of his story that I love the best is when he got fired from the company that he founded. And that story to me resonates every time I do work. Because Steve simplifies things. As we all know, he did not invent the mobile phones, nor did he invent the, what do you call that, tablets. He reinvented what it is to consumers. And just as what Norlene was saying in my, what do you call that, my short intro, the other thing about my story is that for almost half of my advertising career, I've been into above-the-line advertising. I've worked with accounts for like P&G. I've been privileged enough to work with one of the best creative directors in the industry and in Singapore. I know what storytelling is all about, primarily because when I was younger, my mom is a storyteller. She writes stories. As a matter of fact, she writes stories about ghost tales, folklore. As a matter of fact, recently, she came up into the digital space and she has these witching tales. Her blogs talk about stories. All my life, my mom talks about stories. And stories is something, I guess, is very crucial when you start thinking about content. When you talk about your brand story in digital.